My name is Luke Murphy and I am an RAOS flying instructor at Soar Aviation. On my 13th birthday, I went for a trial introductory flight and I've just been hooked ever since. So everything in aviation is abbreviated. From your licenses, you can get RPL, which stands for Recreational Pilot's License, PPL, which stands for Private Pilot's License, CPL, which stands for Commercial Pilot's License, to the types of flying you can do. So there's VFR, which stands for Visual Flight Rules, and that basically means you're flying the aircraft with reference to outside features. Or IFR, which stands for Instrument Flight Rules, which means you're flying the aircraft based solely on the instruments inside the cockpit. My favourite memory from flying has to be when I met my wife. I met my wife when she was learning how to fly gliders up in North Queensland, and I was the good-looking tow pilot who was towing the plane. We met and it just happened. So making a radio call is actually quite simple. All you want to say is who you're talking to, who you are, where you are, and what you want to do. So for example, here at Moorabbin, if we're flying inbound, one of our inbound approach points is Carrum. So an example would be Moorabbin Tower, Foxbat 8245, overhead Carrum at 1500, tracking inbound. That gives them all the information that they need to give you the clearance to come into Moorabbin. My favourite part about teaching would have to be taking new people for a trial introductory flight. It's always fun seeing new people come in and seeing their faces when they take off and they're finally off the ground for the first time in an aeroplane. So I was very nervous when it came to tests. Doing any sort of flight test, I basically just turned to jelly. So I would just make sure I was fully prepared for each flight, talk to people about it before it happens and see if I can get any advice from them. Anybody can become a pilot as long as they have the motivation and the passion to apply themselves and just really go for it. So I feel students need to be very motivated when they want to learn to fly. There is a lot involved in learning to fly, and people really need to be willing to make some sacrifices if they want to learn how to fly. I'm a pilot. Clear prop! Wilco. Roger. Affirmative. Keep flying. I love flying. If I do get into an airline, I will be pretty happy with that. But I'd also be very happy flying something like the Royal Flying Doctors or flying a private jet. So there are heaps of different pathways, ranging from flying instructing, being a charter pilot, right through to airline, or there's even joining the military, becoming an Air Force pilot.